was born Lady Catalafio Rhianid. I lived in the imperial city of the Cyrodiilic Empire and had a fine life. My siblings and I had all the necessities and trinkets that we could ever desire. My father had the ear of the emperor, after all. That's what happened when you were part of the Elder Council. His influence ran deep, as did his pockets. But when you live a life where you're handed everything on a silver platter, and there's little to no consequence for your actions, it was quite easy to lose your morals. What I'm trying to say is that my father was not a nice man. He had no regards for the lower class citizens and treated the servants terribly. And even though I was the oldest child, my opinion on how he handled matters meant little to him, regardless of how much of a fuss I made or what I tried to do to help those less fortunate than me. So, one day I rescinded my family name, told my father to go screw himself, and joined the Fighters Guild. Not necessarily in that order. And that was the day I became Cat Emberheart. In the Fighters Guild, I learned how to fight. I grew strong and skilled, participating in missions that took me many places. But something just seemed off. Yes, I was doing good by taking out bandits and disposing of dangerous creatures. But in the end, being part of the Fighters Guild meant that I was nothing more than a hired sword, and it didn't sit well with me. I worked like this for a couple years, but then I was approached by a man, a recruiter for the Blades, the elite force sworn to protect and serve the Dragonborn. He knew my history, who I really was, and my desire for peace. He promised that by joining them, I would be able to make a difference. So, I did, and I've been with them ever since. And yes, I have been able to make a difference in keeping people safe, which is why I'm the one they're sending to the Somerset Isles to keep an eye on the rumors of rebellion.
Hello, hi, I am Ragna, or Ragna Heartrender? Are we doing professional type things here? Have I already done this wrong? Okay, anyway, work through it, Ragna. This is fine. I have business in the Isles, so if you know the local Fighters Guild representative, that would be very helpful. Thank you. See, I can be professional. Me and Bashir have been traveling for a while now, and here Somerset is supposed to be beautiful. Much of Tamriel has been beautiful, but there is always more to discover. If I feel down, I can always think that somewhere else in the world is a special place where... No, you do not want to hear about that. You want to hear about daring exploits and narrow escapes, yes? I have made a bit of a name for myself exploring and guiding others through tombs and lost mines and that sort of thing. But Ragna, you may be saying, are there not curses and draugr and spiders down there? To which I say, ha 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 ha, yes, but you cannot be cursed as long as you wear blue socks. In a tomb, anyway. Red socks for mines. Draugr are just doing their job, same as us. A little stabbing, a little fire, no big deal. And without spiders, where would we get jelly? Anyway, I was saying something about travel? Right. So, here in the Pocket Guide to the Empire, you can see where each of the islands... Wait, where are you going?
My name is Aoife Gellert, and my story is a simple one. Well, sort of. As a young girl in Skyrim, I would always taste for being smaller than the others, particularly by one of the bigger girls, Ragna. You might have heard of her. As I grew, I worked hard, training to become stronger and faster. I may have also followed in Ragna's footsteps and joined the Fighters Guild. But it weren't enough. I wanted, nay, I needed real power. So, off into the woods I went searching. And like any good story, I found myself a prince. Now, if this were a fairy tale, that'd be the end of it. But for me, it were only the beginning. Now I have power and strength, a few new improvements, and a pretty title to go along with them. But if you know stories, you know power always comes with a price. I'm in Somerset now with a task set for me by my prince, and ooh, it is a daunting one. If I fail, the price I'll be paying is quite high indeed. So I guess I'd better not screw this up.
Well, hello. My name is Altamir Varaza, but you can just call me Alt. I am but a simple wandering performer, a troubadour and illusionist, usually traveling with my troupe along the countrysides of Tamriel. Shortly after falling in love and having me, my parents, both brilliant musicians, joined a performing company after meeting in the grand city of Daggerfall. I grew up with the rumble of the wagon calming me to sleep each night. I learned a lot from my parents on the road about music, science, history, performance, and embraced some of the magic I found inside and channeled it into the arts. Illusions and music became my friends, the troupe became our family, and we lived on the road like this for most of my life until my 8th birthday. Then, I'm sad to say, my parents abandoned me in Daggerfall, never to return from a mysterious midnight departure. I grew up thereafter alone and homeless on the city streets, learning to use my arts to subsist meal to meal, and sometimes using trickery to help those less fortunate than the high-browed nobles of the city. Eventually, I rejoined the traveling troupe and honed my skills as a multifaceted performer. I yearned to fill my audiences with wonder and inspiration, to lift them up with hope, the same hope I strive to keep alight within myself of reuniting with my parents someday. After all, if a performer does not believe in his own tales, how is he to win over his audience? Recently, life has been tumultuous, to say the least. It's been quite the draining experience, and I find myself caught in a struggle of self-rediscovery. I am now en route to the far Somerset Isles. After a bit of an accident I had, I was told someone there might be able to help me. Who knows where this chapter will lead next?
You sleep rather soundly for a murderer. That's good. A clear conscience is necessary for what I am about to propose. You prefer silence, then? As do I. For is silence not the embodiment of Sithis himself? My name is Tyrell Andonius, and I represent the will of the Night Mother. She's been watching you as you kill, admiring as you end life without pity or remorse, and she is most pleased. That is why I stand here before you with an offering. An opportunity, if you will, to join our rather unique family. You've heard of the Dark Brotherhood, yes? The remorseless guild of paid assassins and homicidal cutthroats? Well, I can assure you that we are such. But more than anything, we are a union of like-minded individuals. Individuals like you. I see I have your attention. Good. Now listen closely. South of the Imperial City lies a small village called Bell's Gate. There you will find a woman named Schlera Cestius. Kill her, and your initiation into the Dark Brotherhood will be complete. Once your task is finished, you will report to Vicente Valtieri in Shadenhall to begin your training. And do not worry. He will make himself known to you once you arrive. For now, I must be away. Our mother calls me to Somerset Isles to answer a sacrament. I do hope we meet again soon.
Well, hello. Welcome to the stream, everybody. I believe a certain champion, reigning champion, I should say, is going to do our recap.
I am. It's me, Aoife Galert, the Mistress of the Hunt, who's going to tell you what happened last session. Pretty much, it was mostly about this epic battle I had. Well, you see, what happened was, Hercene was not super pleased with me at the time, because I had used some of my fellow hunters, some other werewolves, to like help me get into that really gross mansion, and I didn't actually send them on a hunt, which is because that's sort of my prince's whole thing, that he was not very happy that I used them in that manner. So instead he sent them after me to teach me a lesson and, you know, maybe try and make a stab at my title. Turns out one of them was not actually a werewolf, but instead one of his personal hounds, making it even trickier. But he challenged me to a sort of one-on-one battle for my title. I mean, he couldn't have had the title because he was a Daedra, but, you know, I would have lost it and then somebody else would have gotten it, which would have been a terrible thing. I nearly died, but I didn't. I beat him fair and square, and that took a long time. And then while I was recovering from my battle wounds, Kat went to go talk to the Indrix, which was not what we had talked about at all. Her being somewhat of a not the most diplomatic of people sometimes. She's a little blunt, she's a little forward, but that may have helped us in that she managed to convince the Indrix to help us to get into the forest that is nigh untraversable without their help. So that happened. We took a ride, went into this forest to where we thought perhaps the Hiranai brother that we are looking for, who has my spear, my prince's spear, where we thought he might be performing this ritual. We have not found him. Oh, I did have a dream in which Hercene sort of chastised me a little bit, but was also kind of proud of me because I'm frankly rather cool. Let's be real. Yeah, and we got to the table, we got to the middle of the woods. There was a lot of like portal jumping or, you know, bamfing here and there, whatever it is that those Indrix do. It was pretty impressive, and this is a very cool forest. So the Hiranai guy wasn't there. At least we have not found him yet. But there is, where we are now, there's some sort of big, I believe Ragna calls them Spriggans, which some big Spriggan lord thing. So hopefully Ragna knows what to do, because I certainly don't at this point.
A picture of which is in our Discord.
Join our
Discord. The other thing that happened that I would like to highlight is Alt got some time with Lynn.
That's right.
They discussed what his future could look like. She also said that she could point him on the path of a cure for his vampirism. His Noxophilic sanguivar, I believe, is the strain you have. So got to spend some time with Dahlia and learn about what she has done and what you could do if you embrace it. So that was the other big thing that happened.
That's right. That was a big conversation. I wasn't there for that. I know they had the conversation, but, you know, I don't know anything about what's going on with Alt because he has not talked to us about it. So that's what's happening.
So you all entered the grove. It's hundreds of feet, kind of this large, not a perfect circle, but you seem to be encircled by these thick, dense trees that you can't even see past. Inside the grove, there are strange trees. Some trees that look like rocks that have grown out of the ground, whose leaves and branches resemble gemstones. Some trees they look like vines have come together to form something larger. Some that just look like ancient, gnarled trees. Ones that, well, if you could talk to them, would have immense secrets to tell. And as you approach the center, where there was this large stone altar, an ash wood vine, perhaps several of them, came together and formed this humanoid being. An orange glow seeping out from all of the cracks in between the branches. And that is where we'll resume. Who enters my grove?
Oh, hi, hello, I am Ragnar Heartrender. These are my friends, known associates, that sort of thing. That one over there is Kat. This is Aoife. That one with the little surly face is Tyrell. And the smirky looking one over there is Alt. I'm sorry, I'm pretty bad with the last names. I maybe could have let them introduce themselves. But anyway, hi, hello. Don't mind us. We will be leaving soon. No touching, just sort of looking around if that's okay.
Why are you here?
We apologize for the intrusion.
Oh, we are here looking for sort of a bad man and maybe a spear. No, sorry, definitely a spear that he is using for bad reasons.
When you mentioned the man and the spear, I remember that I said that the branches kind of come up and form this crown that frames her head. The flame, the small kind of sparks of light at the end, change from orange to red, and this red glow washes down the form before you.
I sure hope you're not friends.
She turns, because she's on the other side of the altar from you all. She turns and begins to walk around the altar. As she does, there's parts between the branches. That's how you can see the light within. They all seem very natural. There's one where the branches look splintered and broken across kind of her side right here. Can't really see it, but it's the flank. Why do you seek that one?
To destroy him.
Yes, he is being very bad.
Yeah. In the simplest terms, we're here to remove him from here and grab the items he holds.
Yes. I feel like that spear is being used for purposes its true owner would not approve of. So I'd like to get it back.
Someone make a persuasion test.
I would if I had said anything.
Fair.
I want to use a crit.
Yeah!
One of your 5 crits.
Yes.
Thank you, chat, for those again.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Okay. You all present your cases. As she rounds the altar, coming to the front side, the reddish glow goes back to orange, but it keeps going, and it darkens, and it turns to sort of this black and purple, tumultuous, swirling light pouring out. The vague spark at the end of each of the crown turn into almost ominous voids, as if it's pulling in the light from around it. That one came here and stole from the grove.
Do you know where he went?
I can feel the spear.
Oh. Well, that's handy. More importantly, maybe, what did he steal exactly from this grove?
She gestures down to the altar. Do any of you approach, or do you kind of stay back?
Well, I'm staying back.
It's fair.
Mhm.
Yeah, once she started showing her face, I would have stopped.
Look,
Ragna would not have backed up.
it's fair. You look at the altar from where you stand, and there's sort of a deep impression into it. It's shaped. I'm trying to think of the best way to describe the shape. It's heavily curved back and forth. This grove is the source of the Isles. From here, they were born. The first vine of algae to draw up the land to these points was kept here. It is sacred.
Like a sacred twig? It's like a twig.
Aoife,
Sorry, I'll be quiet.
we would have no problem getting this back for you if you could assist us in finding him. We only have a bone to pick with him and the items he has.
Oh, I don't think Spriggans have bones the way like you and I have bones, Cat.
I'm aware,
but
Ragna.
it does seem like we sort of have the same
Aligning goals.
Yeah, sure. And it doesn't seem maybe like you are leaving this grove anytime soon.
Bound to this place.
Oh.
I sense the spear far to the southwest.
Do you know
Off the coast.
Oh, another boat ride. I don't like the boat rides.
How long ago did he steal this from you?
It's been 2 days.
And about
And
2 days ago, that's when the murder happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He gets around fast.
do you know what his intent was with the vine that he stole from you?
Her eyes have no eyelids. They're simply open. There's no pupils. There's no anything. It's just this bright, whatever color light is exuding. That's what you see. But you swear she turns to you to look at you, they narrow slightly.
I tried to be as pleasant and unoffensive as possible.
She looks back towards Ragna. Do you, worshipper of the storm, do you speak for these others?
Mhm.
Oh, I think I will hear about it later, but I could, yes. But we're all very good at speaking. Actually, no, that's not true. Some of us are better at speaking than others, so sure.
She approaches you and
Okay.
begins to come very close.
She's very tall, isn't she?
Mhm.
I would like
Oh,
to
easily 7 feet.
I want to
8 feet as she gets closer.
I go up to stand behind Ragna.
I tense up and put my hand on my sword.
Am I terrified or aroused? I'm not getting armed, so.
¿Por qué no los dos?
Oh, that was the inside thought. Okay, sorry.
Bends down and puts her face directly in front of yours.
Okay,
Why should you be trusted?
Oh, well, everyone else is doing it for you, yeah? And we only really want the other things that we want. It makes sense to do it all together, and if it helps you, we might as well, right? Like, it's the right thing to do. Tyrell, I am begging you to not say anything right now. But I think, it is too bad that you are bound here, and that someone would come in and be so cruel to you and your grove, which is very nice, by the way. I really like those trees over there. I don't know why you should trust us.
As you
I don't
keep
know if I
speaking,
would.
everyone who has passive perception over 18, raise your hand,
God
please.
damn.
I literally think it's only Tyrell.
It's
Oh,
always
I do.
there.
okay.
Tyrell and Aoife.
19.
You two begin to notice movement.
Oh, good.
The various trees that you passed as your way in, not the entire tree, but portions of them step out. And you see this spriggan made of stone covered in gems, this gnarled spriggan that has this kind of sickly green glow coming out of it. Then
Oh, plus, it would be a nice way to repay you. Not you specifically, of course, begging your pardon, but like the Spriggans as like general for giving us such good advice in our dreams and stuff.
I would like to put my back towards Tyrrell's with my personal spear kind of out. Some of us may
Sorry, go ahead.
Some of us may not be very trustworthy, but I can tell you the one who's talking to you now, Miss Ragna over there, she's as trustworthy as they come.
Doesn't have a bad bone
So
in
if you
her
can't
body.
trust us, trust her.
Oh, Aoife, that was nice. Thank you.
she moves back a foot or so, not very far. If you wish to know what was stolen, approach the altar.
I will walk over there like a guileless slam.
I will also walk towards the altar.
Only one may touch.
I will reach out without hesitation.
You put your hands on the altar?
If that's what she's asking me to do, yes. Bless Ragna.
Everyone else, you just see Ragna touch the altar. Ragna, you see coming in from the various trees, these purple and red and orange, green, yellow smoke trails that seem to almost be burning their way in. As they reach the altar, they come up and they begin swirling around your arms until they get to your eyes and they pass into you. Your vision swirls with these bright colors as you try to catch hold of yourself. You feel like you're going to fall back, but then you realize you can't move your hands. You begin to see the world around you brighten, stretching. Your mind is seeing things that have happened, that will happen, that are happening. It's strange. You see an instance where you and your friends are in this grove, weapons ready, fighting your way through Spriggans. You see, it seems like a reflection of what's happening right now. You see a future, you see a scene where Kat stands in the middle of the grove, and it appears she's speaking to the Spriggan matron, and everyone else is hiding in the trees. You see one where your friends lay dead. But then things start going back, and you see yourselves enter, but you're leaving. It's reverse. And it speeds up, and it feels like in a flash you see eons. And then suddenly the trees are less thick. The forest is more open, young, brilliant emerald glowing. see a woman dressed in these beautiful reds and golds. Around her neck, a token like you wear. She sets down this vine, is what it looks like, on the altar. And as she does, you see the same smoke that just came into you travel out and begin sprouting up these magnificent trees that you see now, and the altar growing around. It's very faint, but you hear her say, "This is the root of Mundus. This is how Nirn will grow." And then you are snapped back into your own vision. The smoke seems to be just dissipating in front of you, not traveling away, nothing swirling, no violence, just fading. There's definitely a cold sweat on your brow. Everyone else, Eva's been sitting there for a couple of seconds. I'm sorry, Ragna has been sitting there for a couple of seconds.
Oh, I put my hand on your shoulder. Ragna, are you okay?
Jump. And like the kind where like your heart stops and you can't like get a squeak or anything out, just like yeah, haven't really felt like this since I made that stew with those funny mushrooms. But okay. Is there any lasting effect aside from like I assume I remember all that?
You do. No other. You seem to be clear-minded, not dizzy. The cold sweat fades.
Good. Okay. I think this could have gone worse. I think we did good.
Yes.
Yes. Why do you sound doubtful? Like
I am just agreeing with you.
no, but when people agree with Ragna, I have learned to maybe not always take it at face value. But okay, that's fine. Okay, so you will let us retrieve the root?
If you can carry it and return it, it would be a great boon.
No, it's heavy in one of those metaphorical ways, isn't it? That's okay, yes. We will do this.
I was going to say, if that Hiranai piece of shite can carry it, I'm sure that we can.
Sometimes those who are not so good have more of a buffer for some reason. They do not mind the weight of such things. Possibly because they already have such other things weighing them down. I don't know.
You sound like you speak from experience.
Okay, this is not a time to reflect on Ragna and all the horrible things she has done, as always. So,
One
maybe
of these days we're going to have to work on your self-confidence, but you are right, now is not the time.
yeah, maybe like not today. Maybe we could borrow or ask about those Indrix again. I feel like it is a long way out of here.
The Indrix said that the mother would let us out if she so desired. We do not need to worry about the Indrix as long as, and I look at the Spriggan, as long as she allows us to leave safely.
she looks past you all. And the rest of you now, if you look to where she is, will now notice the other two Spriggans. They nod, and they sort of crumple into just what their inner light is, just sort of a floating being of that, and then reappear elsewhere. They reappear on the back edge of the grove where the line of trees are. And they each put out a hand, and they touch the trees, and they sink their fingers in and pull. And as they do, the trees pull apart, and you can see a pathway out.
Okay.
That's quite convenient. Will that allow us to come back here the same way?
No.
Then do we need the request of the Indrix again?
How you return is your business.
Fair enough.
Great. Perfect.
Leave.
That's a good idea.
Yep. Sure. Gotcha.
We will do everything in our power to get that route back for you. And I will leave.
Definitely get your twig back. All right. Okay. Bye.
If as you're walking through, you step on a thorn.
I deserve that, really.
I would say, before I passed through those trees that opened, that that I would say, I will do everything between my and Kiney's power to get this done.
As you pass through the passageway, it's only about 10 or 15 feet. When you exit onto the other side, back into that sort of darkened area where the emerald green and sage meet, you're more winded than you thought you'd be. So you've been traveling for a long time.
That was quite a long walk. Goodness. Ragna, I am curious to see if your dreams changed tonight. After quite a literal visit from what you presumed to mess with your dreams, and, well, you looked like as if you'd seen a ghost when you looked at that altar.
I might have. I don't know. I saw so many things. I think I am glad that I am glad that we went. And I'll recount the details of the vision.
That's quite a dream.
I mean, I was standing right there. I think I was awake.
You are aware
were my eyes?
You're aware there's a difference between dreams and visions, Alt?
Well, yes, but it doesn't sound like something that would have actually happened, right? We weren't going to die in a different way, and that never happened, so...
But it could have.
That's fair.
And when you ask the Spriggans for advice, I imagine... Oh, this all fits, you see? When you ask the Spriggans for advice, they have to look at all the possible options, right? Oh, I am so glad we went. Ha!
Glad it confirms your theories.
Goat, what do I know about this quote-unquote twig and how it might fit into our quarry's plans?
Make a nature, history, or arcana. Your choice.
Definitely not going to be nature. I'll make a history check. That is a 24.
So, based on Ragna's retelling and your general study of various creation mythos, because while the Aedra are sort of globally recognized, what they did, when they did it, where they did it, and what their names are kind of shift around a bit, depending. You know that the pendant that Ragna wears, actually, Ragna, is that visible, or have you pointed it out?
Yeah, I'd probably be wearing it.
Okay.
I mean, like, wearing it visibly. I would definitely be wearing it.
The pendant that Ragna wears has the symbol of Kine on it. Kine is the goddess of storms and supposedly the creator of man races. You're not 100% familiar with why that particular Aedra would be associated with the oldest home of the elves. But there are some creation stories that are less specific and more all the Aedra did a little bit everywhere. While Shore, in the same pantheon as Kine, is generally credited as having created the lands, Kine is usually revered to as the one who created nature. A lot of times, you do recall a story from Skyrim about a relic of Kine actually just being like a gnarled tree branch. So, maybe?
I'll relay my history check information to the group. Why do we have any ideas on why this Hiranai asshole might need this branch? She did say it had something to do with the world. So I don't think it's anything good, at the minimum.
Would I recognize anything additional from my vision in that because the woman bringing the root in was a woman, or was...
That's what you saw a womanly form.
Okay. Okay.
We can always mull it over and think about it on our way to the southeast.
Say southeast? I think I meant
I
southwest.
believe it was the southwest.
Something. I could have gotten it wrong. Southwest.
The question is, where are we supposed to be going? That was all we know, that it's offshore to the southwest.
Is there an island?
Well, we could check. I have 2 books now.
Let's do that.
Yeah, your pocket guide has been surprisingly helpful.
Oh, and you too also gave me the other book on the islands. Right? Wasn't the book Kat gave me about the Somerset Isles?
No, it began with an A or something like that.
I honestly don't recall.
I can get you the name later. But I don't think it was about the Isles.
I thought it was about one of them. Oh well. Okay, well, may I check? Maybe I don't think Bashir would mind if I read and wrote. We could check real quick and see.
It was Alteum.
Alteum!
Arteum.
Arteum.
Coincidentally, as you read through your pocket guide to the Empire,
3rd edition.
3rd edition, it When we're talking about the general geography of Somerset, it talks about the Isle of Somerset, and then it talks about the third isle, the Isle of Artaeum, which is to the southwest of Somerset.
Well,
The section on it is not particularly long. It says it is a great place of natural splendor and the home to the Sigic Order.
Which is who we dealt with. Or
No.
well,
And that was the
different
Sigic
group.
Restoration.
oh, the
Yeah,
restoration.
they were one of
Okay.
these.
yeah.
Cloud chasing.
What are we waiting for then?
Oh, I thought we were going.
Okay, yeah, let's go.
So you all travel southward, heading. Heading southward, you would finding a boat to head to Artaeum ends up being a challenging task. There's not really trade that goes there, so there's no just hop aboard a merchant ship. And as you see about private vessels, people seem hesitant.
Do I know how much it would be to normally hire a private vessel? Roughly.
Depends on like the length and the crew and if there's any other opportunity, if you're hiring them both
Small?
ways.
Small and fast.
So Artaeum isn't that far off the coast. Hour or two maybe sailing, depending on winds and whatnot. So not just a ton of money. Maybe 200 gold.
While we're in town, looking for a boat or a ship, I don't suppose we're being picky. I would also like to look for some sort of specialty, like a fancy cheese, like a nice. Your aunt is coming in out of town, and like the aunt you like, and you want to impress. If that's something I could find here, that'd be great. It doesn't have to be huge, just like
A wedge.
yeah, but like a nice wedge.
Okay. While most of you are trying to figure out how to book passage, Ragnar, you do spend a few minutes going through the various markets. This isn't a particularly large town. It's more of a fishing village, and you might disagree, but the common association is that fish and cheese don't go together.
I have
there's
not
not-
tried it. It could be good.
There isn't a lot. You do manage to find. You know what? Go ahead and make an investigation test. Let's see what you can find.
I want to use a crit.
Oh my god.
Eva, Ragna,
Damn it.
I love you so much. Don't change.
Sure.
I know.
A few people will get you funny,
Oh shit.
but as you continue going,
Yep.
you see a small tent, and you would normally pass by something like this, except for it has some tables in front of it with some items on it. Maybe it's a little just pop-up shop. When you approach, exiting out from the tent, is this magnificently colored orange and black Khajiit. Yes, welcome. I have wares. Do you have coin?
Hi, hello. Yeah, I have coin. I was wondering if you maybe have some cheeses? Like the nice cheeses? Or a nice cheese. I'm
Well,
guessing there's.
That isn't easy to come by around here.
No, I
But,
have noticed.
I may have something. thing. And he dips back into his tent. It comes out with like a small pouch. It's not like the big cheese wheels you had, but it's a modest sized pouch. Have you eaten any of them?
No, I have.
Uh,
I still have 10 wheels of cheese.
Jeez. He brings forward this small bag. It says, now this is something particular. See, they like to cure cheese in various things from time to time. The elves here like to do it with wine. I've seen some Nords do it with mead. There's something about alcohol and cheese. I'm not really sure what that's about, but
Tasty.
this is a very potent cheese. So we have it encrusted well here. And he opens the bag, and it's got this like light blue crust on the outside. Since you're a cheese connoisseur, I guess, you would know that the outer rind of cheese is not always indicative of what's inside.
I would like to smell the cheese.
It has a sweet smell to it.
I regret this because now I really want cheese.
Is Bashir with you?
He would be, yes. I'm not going to just leave him in some random town.
It's fine. Just make
I would
sure.
also like to buy some of those fancy Khajiit cat treats, if possible. I don't think they were cat treats, but
No, it was just a like shank of meat.
Ragnar does not know that.
Usually I wouldn't be willing to sell this. This is a personal store. But for... well, who knows what everyone's time looks like in the future, and he glances towards Bashir. So you should enjoy things here and now.
Thank you.
And says, it's free, and hands it to you.
Oh, that is too kind. Thank you. I appreciate that. Then how are we looking for cat treats? Maybe. Bashir has been awfully good boy lately.
Lately, the Sench has been with you for a while.
Oh yes, over a day's today. Oh, Bashir! Oh, it is our 4-year anniversary tomorrow. Oh, thank you for bringing that up. I didn't realize it was so close.
For years.
Yeah.
Well, that is monumentous. You know what? I will... And he quickly ducks back, much more hurried and less elegant than he was before. And he comes out with a whole chicken. It looks like maybe it was his lunch, because it's like roasted, and it... I mean, as he walks by you with it, it's still hot.
Oh, Bashir, you lucky boy.
And in a similar fashion to the last Khajiit that you ran into, he sort of bows down and offers it to Bashir. Bashir happily rips into this thing.
Good for
And
him.
he backs away. I hope that is all.
Oh, yes, thank you. You have been more than helpful.
Good.
GM, what kind of cheese should I put down on my cheese inventory list?
I mean, until you try it, or unless you do an investigation, just put blue rind cheese.
Can I do a quick investigation as we walk away?
Sure. You can make a nature or medicine test to see if you can
Medicine,
understand.
please.
Okay.
That's a natural.
It's
20
moon-
for a 22, please.
It's moon sugar.
For the
Dope.
non-Elder
Dope,
Scrolls
dope, dope.
people, what is moon sugar?
Moon sugar is a bit of a Khajiit obsession. Ragnar would know this. They will eat it just in handfuls. It's very difficult to grow. And some, obviously no respectable Khajiit would do this. Really no respectable person at all would ever put it through a very special fermentation process and turn it into what is called skooma, which is essentially Elder Scrolls heroin in beverage form.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
It does not have the same effect in its sugar form, though. You have to ferment it properly.
That is beautiful.
It's like a free base.
Okay, thank you.
Anyway, now I want some cheese. But we're finding a boat.
How long do you guys want to spend looking for a boat?
I would say, how many boats are there in?
There's not a ton in this little village. 4 or 5.
Which one looks the fastest?
There is a caravel. The captain looks like a fairly well-to-do Imperial, actually. When you talk to him, he mentioned that this was just kind of a pit stop. Some of his men like to get fish from this particular village. His caravel's anchored a bit offshore. But he was not going to Artaeum.
Well, anyone opposed to this ship? And I will point. This is away from the captain and motioning to his ship.
Look, as long as we'll get us from point A to point B and fairly quickly, I don't care what we use.
Go. What would I consider a very handsome bribe in compensation for a ride to Artaeum?
Well, 500 gold would be ludicrous.
That's what I was thinking anyway.
Okay.
I would like to go up to the captain.
Ah, you've returned.
Yes. We would like to hire your ship to go to Artaeum.
Well, as I said, we are not traveling to Artaeum. So that will be a bit difficult. I admire your moxie, though.
500 gold, 250 on the way there, 250 on the way back.
Your pockets are deep. Look. I'm sure Artaeum is a lovely place.
600.
Whatever y'all are trying to do there, I'm sure it's great. The monks are not wild about people coming to Artaeum.
We all hear this?
If you came with
We're
her,
all-
yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm sorry, the monks? Sorry, new here. What are you talking about?
The Sijic monks, the ones who,
Right.
I guess, own the island. Own is
Right,
maybe not the
so-
right word. Live there and can make it disappear.
Make it disappear.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
In what regards? Is gone? An illusion?
Gone.
That complicates things.
Sure does.
Regardless, I look at the rest of the group. We still need to go. I'm not going to force you to step foot on the shores or get close as long as you have a rowboat.
I will not risk my crew. And while your offer is handsome, absolutely Enticing. I cannot. The last time someone attempted to go to Arteum and they weren't invited, they were told to leave. And when they didn't leave, let's just say their boat melted. I don't mean caught on fire. I mean melted.
How long ago was that?
A few years back? I don't know a single captain that has gone that way.
I have 2 questions then. 1, how does one get an invite to the island? And 2, are there any representatives here on this one? Are you aware of any of this?
I don't know who's here and who's not. Not really my home. But I think the monks invite you. And that's rare. Good
Not
luck
waiting for an
making...
invitation.
Well, good luck making a deal that gets you there. I don't know anyone who's going to take you up for any amount of gold. Now, if you'll excuse me, and he begins to walk away.
How long
Very-
will you be in port?
Maybe 4 or 5 hours, depending on how long my men want to be here and if any of them get drunk.
Turn to the group as the captain walks away. Sounds like we need an invite.
How do we get an invite with a Sijik monk? Does any of us know a Sijik monk? Because I sure don't.
My one inclination is that, well, the Sijik monks are known for their magic and for how long they've been on the Somerset Isles. And that reminds me of a certain family that we've been relatively acquainted with.
The Rennie.
So,
Perhaps they could know something if we can't find a captain that will take us.
With how long some of their members have been around, it wouldn't surprise me if they had connections.
Exactly.
It is fairly late in the day. You pretty much had to travel across almost the entirety of the island to get here.
so you're suggesting we go all the way back?
I'd prefer not.
Well, I mean, I don't have any better ideas.
You're a magic user. Are you able to send messages over distances?
Not quite that far, unfortunately.
I would probably show up. We would probably show up around this point. So, have we got a boat yet?
Go. Question.
Small problem.
You said that the captain was going to be here for like 4 to 5 hours. Does that mean he's making a night departure? Or is he going to... Okay, so he's not going to wait till the morning.
What he implied.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. No, unfortunately.
I'm going to look at Ragna and I'm going to look at Bashir. Are there any ships that look to be captained by any Khajiit?
You wander about for a bit, and there does seem to be... It's a smaller fishing vessel, but it does seem to be captained by a brilliantly large maned Khajiit.
Oh, hi, hello. How are you today?
I would also like to note before we get into this conversation, is there anything I do? Do I know anything more about these monks?
History, Arcana. Yeah, History, Arcana.
24. History.
These are the most powerful magic users probably in the world. The things they have studied and the things they have learned have shaped history in various ways. While the Somerset Isles are definitely considered in Empire control, Arteum just sort of agrees to be in that association. It has simply vanished a few times. No explanation, no understanding. When it's here, there is at least one representative that can participate in the various councils and speak to the Queen of Somerset when needed.
Sorry to interrupt. So go ahead.
Well, and the Queen isn't nearby, right? She's north. Hi, hello.
Yes.
I am Ragna. Just gonna go through the list, introducing everybody because.
Hi.
We were wondering if maybe you would be interested in maybe being hired to take us on a little trip.
A trip to
Please.
where?
Oh, Arteum?
No.
Oh,
We can pay you very handsomely.
yeah, we can pay, and it's just, see, we don't have a boat or a sheep, and our horses and our elk and our Bashir are just not, like, most of them swim, but that is a ways. Kind of too far to swim.
Yes, well, I like my boat.
Oh, it's a very nice boat.
It's alright.
I'm gonna keep it and not go to Ardale.
Oh, we probably weren't going to just, like, take it. Although,
No, see, I don't think going to Arteum is a good idea. Pretty sure I will be flayed.
Ragnar.
oh, no, we would never do that. No, I would never do that. Some of us are a little shakier, but
I don't
probably
know.
not.
I don't know how far we're gonna get with any of the ship's captains. Ragnar.
Yeah, I mean, it's a boat, not a ship, but
Vessel.
yeah, okay, that works.
I don't think you're going to get far either. Gentle winds and warm sands. And he goes back
Oh,
to
yes.
messing with his...
It's such a nice saying because the warm sands really are very nice.
Your idea was a little good, Tyrell, but I think the fear of Arteum is a bit too strong.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Well, if we can't, we got a couple options.
Tell them to take the boat.
We could.
That's
prefer
an
not
idea.
to.
I like that one though.
Yeah.
Wait,
Do you know how to sail a boat? It's not as easy as you think it is.
I mean, depends on how many sails there are.
Can't be that hard, Reed. People do it all the time.
And if you don't orient yourself correctly, you know the waters, the winds, you're gonna end off course in the middle of the ocean.
You sound like you know how.
I don't know how, I'm just not an idiot.
Unfortunately, I can't say as much. If you wish to sail, then the best place that I could be is in the hull.
That's true.
Because, Goat, when you say an hour by ship, it's like an actual ship with sails, right? Not like a rowboat.
Yeah, no, a rowboat would take much longer.
Yeah. Like if you want to take a rowboat, but then we run the risk of exhaustion and maybe getting there and there's no island anyway. And then we have to row back.
That does not sound good.
That would be a problem.
And then we can't take the mounts if we want a rowboat. Which I'm okay
mean-
with leaving my horse here, but I'm not sure about Ragna and Bashir.
I was gonna say elk is perfectly capable of taking care of itself.
Yeah,
Better.
I mean, Bashir would find something to do, probably.
Scare the locals. Probably.
That's so mean. Aoife and Tyrell, why would you think people were scared of Bashir? He has been good kitty here. He has not chased
Because
one
they are.
single dog.
Yeah, have you ever talked to Bashir or like listened to Bashir?
He has the best purr. Have you heard it?
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, we've heard it.
Yeah.
Pretty
See?
sure he laid on my
Great
chest
purr.
on our way to the Somerset Isles, and I got a nice loud purr.
I'm
Yeah.
not scared of Bashir.
Neither am
No,
I.
I didn't say you were. I was
Right.
saying, like,
Khajiit are afraid of Bashir.
Vive. Well, yeah, they do sort of have that little
Yeah.
reaction, I guess. But,
With good reason. I've talked to that cat. He's a great kitty. Very good. But also,
yeah, I talk to him all the time. He is very nice kitty.
yeah. Nice. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, but so what? We are stealing a boat. What is what we are deciding here? We are
I am vehemently against stealing a boat for multiple reasons.
okay. So hire a boat is out because nobody wants
Not gonna
to
happen.
hire.
That's not going to
We
work.
can
boat
hire a
house.
boat if we get an invitation.
It's true.
That's true, maybe.
But we don't know how
But-
to do that unless we go all the way across the island, back to where we were, and talk to Doreni.
What is the
Or the
closest
Queen.
city goat besides the Durrani estate? I'm sure.
That is a great question that I should easily be able to answer momentarily, and I'm definitely not stalling while I find my map and
we could
pulling
just
it up and zooming in to try
Take
to
the crew
remember.
hostage. Because if someone
No!
else sailed it for us,
Absolutely.
That's a great plan
No.
too, Ragnar.
Oh, I've
Is there a
Absolutely
thing where if we
I was
kill their
kidding.
captain, then their crew works for us?
I think
Eleanor.
that's how that works.
If any of you go
Eleanor
towards
is
that
the nearest
route,
city.
I will
That was-
make sure the fighting and me stopping you is not going to be easy or enjoyable.
it was a.
Oh, it'll be enjoyable.
Sure,
It's
you
true.
keep telling
That's-
yourself that, Tyrell.
The nearest city is
I remember.
Eleanor.
Eleanor.
Which is how far?
Not far off.
Before it gets too late?
I think I slept with an Eleanor once.
45-ish minutes to an hour. It's relatively close, depending on like how well the road is maintained and whatnot.
And how big's the city?
Large.
Our best bet, besides the Durrani, is going to Eleanor. It is a large city. If anything, if we're very lucky, there might be a representative there. If not, we can find more information, because we're not going to find anything in this little town.
You all make for Eleanor?
Yeah.
I suppose so.
Suppose if we have to.
Because if we try to steal a boat, Cat's not going to be happy.
Ugh.
Okay, that's fair. But to be fair, Kat has not been super happy this whole time because the threat of like looming chaos. So like totally understand. But that's one more drop, really. Anyway,
Some-
could we stop maybe in a local tavern or something on our way out of town?
Yeah,
Sure.
sure.
Okay.
There's a small tavern.
Okay. I would like to ask. I would like to buy a beverage first because, you know, it's rude to ask for information without having a drink. And I would like to ask maybe if they know of anyone local who knows anything about Artea, and how to maybe get over there in a non-melty fashion.
The person behind the bar is a man. You're not sure if he's Imperial or Nordic, or it's kind of ambiguous, but he has this kind of long, center parted swept hair going back. I'd say it's an interesting place.
Well, have you been?
No, but my brother owns a boat. It's just up the road. You could ask him.
Before I ask where up the road your brother is, I have been burned before. Are you and your brother on good terms, or are we going to go
Yeah,
up?
yeah. No, we're
Okay.
great.
Excellent.
He's right over there. It's on the road to Eleanor.
Just had to ask. Okay, thank you for your time. thank you for the beverage. It is very good.
Wow, thank you.
And can I assume he tells us where exactly up the road?
Hey, it's like...
Oh no, country directions, isn't it?
It's not 20 minutes. It's very unclear, very non-committal.
So country
That way.
directions.
Once you see the blue ferry, you gone too far.
Exactly.
If you get to Avenor, too far.
Right. Turn at the chickens.
No, if you turn at the chickens, you're gonna go north.
Oh, right. No chickens, okay.
Jeez. You like, once you're done with your drink, like, take the mug. These people.
Okay, do we want to try the brother? Or do we want to go even further and try the city?
We could try the brother on the way to Alinor.
What does the
On
brother
our
know?
way to Arteum.
He might have a boat.
That'll go to Arteum.
Maybe.
Well, it doesn't
Really, no one came in with me? It's a tavern. Like,
I
there's
would've-
beverages.
Yeah, I would have gone in, but I probably would not have drank.
Okay, fine.
Obviously, efficiency, trying to get there. He's already like
2
2
day head
days
start.
ahead of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
He's been traveling extremely fast.
Yeah.
We were right on his heels, and it's like he suddenly appeared in the grove after he murdered them.
he did sort of bamf away fairly quickly.
Yeah, but
he
even
sort of did get away.
Still.
Perhaps he had a plan
Oh, I'm sure he did.
and went about it immediately after his little stunt.
You don't stage an assassination like that without having a plan of how to get out and what your next move is going to be.
He's following some type of plan. What exactly it is we don't have all the pieces.
The pieces is in Arteum.
Let's go see this brother.
We're doing a walk and talk, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
For sure.
As you walk
Look.
down the road, very strangely, there is a large ship anchored right at the shore. You don't see anybody, but you do see one man. Looks exactly like the bartender. Maybe a slightly different clothing color. It's hard to say, but geez, the likeness is striking. Well, who's this?
Hi. Hello.
Hi.
I'm Ragna Heartrender. This is... Gonna go through the whole list again.
Are you the brother of the bartender in town?
I am.
Weird, couldn't tell. Not at all. No resemblance. None whatsoever. It's fascinating. It's shocking, really.
Our family is a bit odd.
Odd how?
That's not why you're here.
It is odd that you are here as soon as we were looking for you.
This is where I am. Have you been here?
Does it look like we've been here?
No, you guys came mostly straight south. This is a little more east than you had gone, so no, you haven't been through this area yet.
We were wondering, we heard from your brother, and I'm sorry, I did not catch your name.
I don't see why that's important.
It is important if we are considering hiring you in your ship.
Okay, I was just
Oh,
trying
you're
to
here
have
to
some
hire.
manners. Yes, please.
A deal. Oh, okay. That was not clear. Okay. Hello. My name is Barbas. It is a pleasure to meet you.
We want to go to Arteum. Will you take us?
I can. What's the offer?
What do you want?
I don't know what you have.
Okay, well, we have some gold, which we were hoping to offer. I think we were saying
Are you not
500.
Are you not scared of Artaeum?
Why would I be scared of Artaeum? This is some old
Everyone
monks.
else is.
You're either stupid
and-
or ignorant.
Everyone else is everyone else.
I like you.
Okay, I'm starting to see, Kat, maybe why everyone else said no.
Look, Artaeum's got a reputation. I'm not arguing that.
Cool.
Why aren't you scared?
Life's worth living. If you don't do dangerous things every now and again, are you really out there?
So
Have you
you're
been there
s-
before?
Been a long time.
How
What's a long time?
10, 15 years? I don't remember. But a while.
I am also not so good with the time frames.
That- Do I believe
I was gonna say.
Yeah,
This person-
same here.
Roll insight if you would like.
Yes.
Okay.
Please.
I don't trust him.
21. No. 19. Because I can't math.
I'm not sure what I feel. I rolled a 10.
24.
17.
I'm not even gonna try. I'm offline.
This is a strange individual for certain, but nothing about his zeal or the way he's speaking or the way he's sort of maneuvering is really lying. He's just strange.
Well, all right, so we have money.
We sure do.
That's so boring.
That's
Oh,
what we got.
great.
Excuse us a minute, if you don't mind. Can we talk this over? Amongst
Sure.
ourselves?
Oh, sure. Yeah,
I-
one moment, please. That was a Barbas, not you, Kit.
What's the problem?
What is he bartering? What do we give him?
Well, money is one thing, but I don't like.
Doesn't sound like he wants that, which makes me, frankly, a little nervous.
Yes, that. But
It's what we have.
It is what. That's not all.
Oh,
that
no,
we
I
have.
mean,
That's
they
Is
have
it
not
all
how
what
it
we
works.
have?
Insect salve and a
Not-
tent. We have at least 2 tents.
Not just.
We don't have anything else to give him.
We could give him cheese.
It depends what he.
We-
It depends.
Oh.
No, the cheese is not for him.
It depends what he asks for.
Are you
And
sure about
there's
that, Ragnar?
Not
We really do need to get to that island.
and
Maybe
not
Von Veal.
not
maybe
He wants
everything
cheese.
that can be bartered is physical and material. Let's be
Well-
very clear.
If y'all are done with your powwow,
We're still
I
talking.
have a suggestion.
Yes, I'd like to hear your suggestion.
Sure. By
So-
all means.
So, there's, I think, the village where you met my brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a Khajiit, a red and black fur. He pretty sure he robbed my brother.
Oh, that's rude.
Very, very. Go talk to him. See if you can find it should be like this green and purple bag. It's very distinct.
That sounds like a color combination, to be sure.
What's
Is it a heavy bag or is it a bag? Is it like a satchel or?
Well, hopefully it's heavy because the contents were important.
What was stolen?
Yeah. What was it?
Must be pretty fancy if you're willing to give us a ride to Oteum or whatever for a bag.
So if the contents are in a different container now, you don't want just the bag. You want the new container, for example.
Inside the bag are going to be some vials. My brother, bless him, he likes to help people. And this particular person, well, they have an issue with skooma. The bag, it has a lot of skooma in it. My brother was trying to get rid of it because he asked him to, but then I'm not sure what the situation was.
I don't care why. I just want to know what's in it. You don't have to explain it.
It will. The bag, which originally did belong to the Khajiit, on it says "Cull via vices."
Does that mean anything? Goat.
It sounds weird.
But it's not a language.
No, I mean it's the word "cull," like to remove by way of vices. Your vices.
Oh, okay.
Ominous is, I think, the word.
No, you're completely correct in that regard.
That we're looking for. Oh God.
My brother actually stitched that on to try to convince him that this is like dangerous.
How handy. If we do this for you, and we get there, and the island disappears, what then?
If you help this Khajiit, take the bag, give it to my brother, he'll let me know if he's got it. And I take you to the island. If it's not there, then I'll bring you back and I'll pay you for your service helping me and my brother. If it is there, then it's there and you go.
I guess we can talk to this Khajiit.
Wonderful.
Yeah, how hard could he be to find in a fishing village that small, right?
Shouldn't be too hard.
No, we'll be back one way or another and let you know what we find or don't find. Or
this was only about 15 minutes up the road, so it's really not a far journey back.
Cool.
You will get back, and Ragna, the Khajiit, the merchant, is in the same place where you left him.
Okay. Hi, hello. Sorry to bother you again. I know you were a bit busy.
You've returned.
I would have gone with you, Ragna.
Oh yeah, no, I'm there too.
Yeah.
We're all there.
Yeah.
And friends.
Hello.
Friends.
Yeah.
And you brought the cinch. Wonderful.
We'll be
Isn't he nice, Kitty?
Of your hair in just
the best.
Yeah. I'm going to pat him on the snoot. Oh my gosh, Bashir, not the Khajiit, I don't know. That would be very rude. To be clear, Bashir. Yeah. Aw, see, good kitty. We're just wondering, you see, perhaps if you... Oh, now that I think about it, I'll turn and look at the group. Maybe someone else should ask, because all the phrases I can think of make it sound like I am wanting to buy some skooma, which I don't really want to.
Whoa.
Yeah, okay,
Just
see, no,
because
No.
I have...
No. Sorry, it's not because you're... No. It's the innkeeper and the bag with the call via... I don't even want to say it because it sounds very mean.
Need you all to leave?
Is this like an open stall, or are we inside of a place?
No, it's you're in front of like a larger tent.
Dope. I want to stealth and try to get behind the thing and sneak into it.
Go for it.
While they're doing all this stuff.
Yeah. No. This is not just like someone asked if
someone asked you to come insult me.
No, I think you are very nice. I was surprised.
Nice enough to have skooma.
Ragna, maybe
26.
Maybe you should just...
Yeah, no one sees you.
No, like,
Ragna.
no, yes, cat, please, God, please.
Yes. Maybe Alt and I can handle talking.
Tyrell, as you sneak into the tent, there's a lot of random stuff in here.
Yeah, investigate the fuck out of it.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious. You go up to the little bed that he has set up, and you look under it, and there's the bag.
Fuck it. Come back out.
Okay.
No, I look inside the bag and make sure that it's,
There are several bottles with like a pinkish liquid.
Perfect.
While everybody else is talking, I'm just going to like put my hand on Bashir and sort of pet him while my teeth are bared, looking at the Khajiit.
Look,
Look,
y'all
the
are
man said
weird.
leave. He
Where
said
the
to
fuck did you
leave.
come
Let's just
from?
leave. I've been here the whole time. Have I not been here the whole time?
Oh yeah, you've definitely been here the whole time.
Just,
The whole
Yes.
time.
could you just go?
Okay,
We'll leave.
Sorry.
We'll
Our
leave.
apologies.
Have a good night.
Just
Better not-
go.
Okay, I leave. Okay, he was much nicer the first time.
You also kind of accidentally accused him of selling drugs.
I was trying not to. I asked for help, and no help for Ragna.
It's
Yes,
hard
well-
to get him.
When we get far enough away, I'm gonna pull out the bag and just kind of jingle it.
That's what I thought.
Oh, I thought we were going to have to go about that a different way, but Tyrell, your fingers find what we need very quickly.
They usually
Still
do.
alive, right? This was not just now. This was when we were talking, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Thank you. I know he's mad at us, but he was
He'll-
nice.
He'll get over it.
Okay, yes.
We fine.
So we have the thing now. Do we just bring it back to
What did you bring it to his brother?
his brother? Okay.
Is it actually skooma? Like, I
Have
would
you
like...
had skooma before?
No, but I
Would you
probably
like
know
to
what it is.
sample
I would
it?
say, would I be familiar in my line of work with what that is?
Is it-
You could probably recognize it then.
I was gonna
Or
say,
Tyrell.
if growing up on the streets of Daggerfall would
Nah, not as common there.
no, okay.
Does it smell
The
like
streets
moon
of
sugar?
the Imperial City, and then working with assassins and killers for my entire life. I mean, I feel like.
Not really, Ragna. Tyrell, you're pretty sure.
Okay. Yeah, it's the stuff.
Well, maybe we
You
need
know,
to
I was going to say, sometimes some hunters like to set up snares with a nice juicy treat in it in order to catch what they're looking for. It's a
Love a
lot
juicy
easier than chasing things down often. This sort of feels like the snare.
I agree. When we go to
Bit.
talk to the innkeeper, we should probably be a little more diplomatic and
Well, then I won't be talking,
Stealth.
but,
full in our conversation.
And we don't tell him we have it until we know
Yes.
it's the right time.
Yes.
Could ask him
No.
to meet us. No.
Oh.
No. We could. I learned my lesson. Thank you. We could ask him to meet us somewhere else, or we could hide it somewhere else. I feel like maybe talking about it in the middle of a tavern is not a good idea anyway.
We need to covertly ask him without raising suspicion if he actually is missing this, because frankly, I don't trust his brother with the ship.
Okay. His brother said if we took it back to him, that he would contact him and tell him that he had it.
I just want to make sure
So-
we're not walking into a trap, because I
Why don't we
trust-
just go back to the brother with the boat and have him contact his brother and tell him
Didn't-
that we have it there?
Weren't his instructions to take it to the first brother?
Uh-huh.
We should have asked the first brother's name. This is getting confusing.
Well, we know the second one's Barbara, so
No, I like that idea, Tyrell.
What if
not
the-
Barbus?
What if the brother,
Barbus.
in trying to maintain his stash, does not actually tell his brother that we found it and feign ignorance?
You all have been walking. You're like outside the tavern at this point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
I can see it both ways.
we could say we're not going to hand it over until we're on the boat.
Yep.
The other thing, I mean, okay, I know we are doing this for like the greater good and everything, but like,
Sure, yeah.
you know, trading in skooma is maybe not where I saw the evening going.
You and me both.
Yeah, but all of a sudden you're okay with trading in scuba, but when I want to steal a boat, oh no, Ragna.
Hey, I was all in favor of stealing the boat.
Yeah, I could have killed him
very easily.
You see,
and
that's
we could have taken
where
the boat.
that's where the conflict lies. No one dies when you're trading. You are suggesting murder.
Oh, but I mean, if you think ahead to where the skooma goes, it is not so good for the people who use the skooma.
For the greater good, it's fine. You've killed people.
Yeah,
It's fine.
sure, greater good. Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
this. Let's
Greater good, right? Yeah. Let's go with that.
Trying to explain morals to you is never going to get anywhere, so I'm not going to bother.
Okay,
Morals get in the way.
we're already like agreed to do this though. It's just how I think is the question. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I took too deep of a breath. Maybe. Who? Well, Tyrell, you are very reflexive. Not reflective, I think we have established. But you are pretty aware of your surroundings, so maybe you should hang on to it so that no one surprises you, like, and bashes you over the head and takes it.
If they want to try, that's fine.
That doesn't sound like fine.
Ooh, if they do that, Cat, can I kill them then?
If they're actively trying to harm you
Yeah.
and
Is that
kill
okay?
you, and if
Yeah.
they're
What if I knew they were going to do it?
Is
and
my
I hadn't done it
answer
yet?
going to change your action?
No.
Then you don't need my answer.
No. I'm just being an asshole.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah.
Okay, are we going into the tavern and just saying, "Hi, here is your thing"?
No. We're
okay,
gonna say we
what
met
are
her.
we-
We're gonna say we met the brother, and they asked us to do something,
Get back a stolen item for them.
and just see how they react and see how they take the conversation from there.
Great.
And-
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, and honestly, asking what is embroidered on the bag might be, like a lost and found thing. Identify the item you lost.
We start
I
vague and
really-
get more specific as
Yes.
we go.
Don't ever want to hear these words again, but okay, let's just go. I'll open the door.
But there's not as many people as there were before, one or two maybe. Then the bartender's behind the bar still.
Hi, hello, we are back.
Oh, you back?
Ragna,
Yeah.
maybe you should let someone else.
I was just saying hello.
Okay.
Please, you.
But once you
Take it
start
away, Kat.
once you start talking, you have a tendency not to stop.
It's the introductions. Once I really get going, then it's just like one after the other, and then just, how's your mother? And anyway,
This is what I'm talking about.
yeah, but I'm talking to you, Kat, and you can talk to him, and oh.
How's
Met your
that?
brother.
The weird bunch.
Yeah, we met your brother.
Oh, how's Barbus?
Great, never been better.
Wonderful. What brings you back? He has a ship.
He does.
Sure does.
Yes, we were told he asked us to check in on something. He mentioned that you might have lost something. Does this ring any bells?
I don't lose much, but
Maybe
my
stolen.
brother's insightful. Maybe. He leans in close. What exactly are we talking about?
You tell us.
Is there a green and purple bag?
Maybe.
Oh,
You tell us.
well, yeah. I am missing that bag.
Hmm.
Is that bag still whole?
What's in the bag?
Something I'm trying to get rid of. For a friend.
Oh, like dispose of?
Yeah.
We could get rid of it for you.
No.
I don't trust that.
No. Alt, no.
I'm just suggesting.
It's not a bad idea.
Do I believe him?
Roll.
I was going to say, I hope
I
y'all
do so well on these. This is truly what Aoife is good at.
Where would it be?
Be in 12.
There's also a lot of... That cutler bag is not uncommon. Any other identifiable information you could provide us?
Got some words on it.
There's a lot of words.
Between the words.
So many words.
Glad y'all aren't like secret agents or something. This is hard. It says call via vices on the bag. Assume that for passage, my brother asked you to get the bag back for me.
Insightful.
You assume correctly.
Where's the bag?
I put
See,
Jim.
here's...
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh.
I was just gonna ask how many vials, like how big of a bag, how.
There were 6 vials in it. Of decent size, like bigger than vials, like small potion bottles, really.
Okay, so it's a good amount.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah. This is a rough weekend.
See, here's the thing. How do we know that once you have the thing, your brother's not
Oh
just
my
gonna
lord!
like take off?
Look, our family, we honor ideals. If that's what he said he was going to do, then that's what he's going to do. Look, you can take a family heirloom with you if you want. He points above, and there's a large, like, axe above the mantle of the bar.
Ooh.
It's passed down, father's father. Used in some great war, like, 700 years ago. I don't know. Take it as
Sorry.
collateral.
What is your family name? Also, sorry, what is your name? We didn't really ask earlier.
I'm Ace, and my last name is Skivalov.
Good name.
What's your brother's name?
Barbas Skivalov.
How many people are in the inn right now, besides us and the bartender?
2, one's left.
So there's one other person besides us and them.
No, there's 2
Oh,
other people
okay.
besides all of you. Yeah,
What are they doing as we're having this conversation?
just eating at a table.
Well, since you know what's in the bag and we know what's in the bag, doing it in the middle of your inn is probably not the best idea.
They're not paying attention. Where do you want to do it? In the middle of the town? You want to go in the forest outside? That's not obvious. Jeez.
While this is all going on and we're talking, I'm going to pull 2 of the vials out of the bag
Okay.
and put them in my pocket, but stealthily as fuck.
You want to make a roll?
Mm-hmm. You want me to do sleight of hand there, yeah?
Yeah.
How does a 35 sound?
Sounds ridiculous.
Yeah. My modifier was higher than the dice number.
Look. Are we going to dance around this all day, or are you going to hand me the bag?
And pull out the bag and toss it to him.
Grabs it. Alright. I know he wasn't messed up today, so... There's 2 missing.
I look around at the group.
Your brother will get the other 2 when we get to Arteum.
Oh my lord. I told you could take the axe.
I'll
I
take
don't
the
want
axe
the
still.
Why do you need an axe?
Oh, I just
Yeah.
wanted to hold it.
He throws it down on the table.
Like, try to pick it up. Oh,
It's
goodness.
heavy.
Because clearly the skooma is more important than the axe.
The
To you.
berry?
This is a treasured heirloom.
And
Now
you're
that's
more willing to give us that than the skooma.
well, arguably, the skooma is more dangerous to our community.
I'll
I
just go
would
and
agree
probably
with
true.
that.
That's probably true.
Alta's going to very like, so like a kid with like a toy gun or like something very heavy, just kind of like swing it around.
No.
I will
please.
take that from you casually and easily and put it on the counter.
Fine.
You're gonna hurt someone, probably yourself.
Given my time in the Fighters Guild and looking at various weapons in various forms, does it look like it matches his description? Like it's old, it's been used,
Yeah, it's made of this really ornate black metal with like these red inlays up towards the head. It's beautiful.
You know, it is good that you trust your brother, and that you two are so close. Sometimes, especially with heirlooms like this, like, families get split apart. It is very sad.
We have been known to wander from each other from time to time, but we are family.
So is this enough then?
Oh, that's like you and me, Aoife. Oh.
So fine.
Yeah.
You give my brother the 2 vials.
I think that's
guess it's
fair.
settled.
Sounds great.
He said you would
All right.
tell him.
Yeah.
Like some
Like while
psychic
we're here, like
twin thing or
he
something.
takes out a scroll and he puts it on the table. It glows a little bit. He kind of closes his eyes. All right. He's waiting.
Not like a psychic twin thing.
Thank you very much. And I leave.
I
just
I think that is a stereotype, Aoife.
I just wanted to know. I always wondered.
I'm gone.
As we walk out, I'm following
Uh-huh.
Kat, and I'm like, man, that could have been such a cool weapon. Can't you just like slash it and hit someone and just like deal damage to them somehow? I don't know how that works. It's crazy.
Very messy. It is.
It
not
is
very
extremely
nice.
messy, and it's not a toy.
as we leave, my head is on a swivel the entire way to his brother's boat.
Oh, Cat, we could get Alt a toy axe, though. Sometimes they have those little, like, blunt wooden ones. That would be very cute.
Nothing but the best for me, I'm afraid, Ragnar.
Maybe a hardwood?
Maybe a hardwood.
Tyrell, you
Anyway.
don't.
It's dandy.
Moving on.
Tyrell, you don't notice anything as you all are walking. No one's following. No one's taking extra note of you. Someone, like an older man, as you walk by, says, "Oh, hello again." But
Oh, yeah.
other than that, nothing really. You make it back to the boat. Barbas is still there with the boat. So my brother's telling me you kind of updated the deal.
Yeah.
It's not really what we agreed to.
It's what he agreed to.
Doesn't matter as long as you get all the contents.
If that's how you feel about it.
I mean, he agreed to it, so.
You all ready to go to Artaeum?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Wonderful.
Do we want? What time of day is it?
It's like late.
It's getting later in the evening. It's like 6 or 7.
Do we want to go tonight or tomorrow?
Well, before anyone answers that question, I need you all to make a dexterity check.
Check.
Or dexterity save.
Save.
Save. At
Cool.
disadvantage.
Yup.
I'm gonna use my ring of evasion and make that a success.
Cool.
I got a 10.
I feel like I've got something against this, but I don't.
19.
Oh.
Cyril.
Fuck!
You have.
It's okay. No, I still got a 25, but I got a natural 20.
Oh.
But I had to do it at disadvantage, so I still got a 25.
My first one was also very good.
I have a dirty 20.
And that's why I gave myself the ring, because.
Wait,
it
sorry.
sucks.
16.
What a bummer.
Aoife,
Yep.
Ragna, and
Yup.
Alt.
Great.
You hear a slight, whooshing sound,
Cool.
but before you can react, there are talons in your shoulders, lifting you off the ground. Kat and Tyrell, you all see, kind of are aware of something, and you manage to dodge the griffins as they come and try to grab you.
Cool.
We never clarified how we were getting there, did we?
Nope. Not at all.
If you want to go with your friends, you should go with the griffins.
Tyrell?
Time's a wasting.
It was not part of the deal.
Oh, that's on us.
I mean, you three are gone. You are flying out over the ocean.
They're going southwest?
Towards our
They're
camp.
they're going towards our tail.
Okay, yeah, fine.
Hold out my hand. Right, I will not dodge this time.
Eagle, like the griffin grabs you and starts flying.
Sweet.
You all see a projectile that just something fall towards the middle of the water.
2.
The flight takes a while.
I have my own wings, you know.
And where you land is where we'll pick up right after we get back from break. Sorry, we went a little longer than normal before we went to break.
Blessed.
But stand up, get some water, stretch, and we'll see how the other end of this deal works out.
Oh baby, I love your madness.
Welcome to our Patreon. Here on Open for Adventure, we are making high quality Dungeons & Dragons content, folks. We have a great big world to share with you, and by becoming a patron, you can help us explore and expand upon this adventure. With your support, we can invest in more amazing artwork, better mics, fancy cameras, and overall stream quality. Not to mention, help us get some amazing new merch that we can use for giveaways. What do you get by becoming a patron? I'm so glad you asked. Let's take a look at the different levels and give you a sneak peek at what you can get at each tier. Did you know that the family of the First Lord Theo, the leader of the rebellion against the Empire, actually invented firearms nearly 25 years prior to the current campaign? The designs for this high-tech weapon are the Delaney family's best-kept secret. Also, they were originally invented by the late First Lady Victoria, Theo's mother. Access to lore leaks like this is what you can expect from the first tier, written in blog-style posts after each weekly session. Ever wondered what goes on off-camera? The next 3 tiers give you exactly that. With Stolen Moments, you can get access to text-based roleplay moments, highlighting experiences that don't make it onto the stream, like Leona's training session with Ray and Asmar. Stolen Moments Plus gives you access to roleplay moments featuring our guests, non-player characters, and historical figures, featuring the likes of Marshall, Annalena, and even the Empress herself. And Roleplay Addiction takes us to a whole other level. This tier gives you exclusive 30-minute videos of canon interactions not otherwise seen on stream, like late-night drunken interactions between paladins or tender moments featuring your favorite character ships. The Warm Fuzzies is super simple. It's everything I've listed so far, and also you get your name on stream after our weekly regular sessions. Every session. And our Undying Love. And finally, the most epic of all Patreon tiers. Drum roll, please. The Loremaster. This ultimate and final tier gets you first look access at all of the content going into our upcoming, official, Open for Adventure campaign setting. Lore, maps, monsters, items, dungeons, dragons. Go ahead, have a look around, make yourself at home, and consider becoming a patron to help us make this fantasy world a little bit closer to reality.
Oh, hi. My name is Express Love. I'm the Senmarian god of coffee. Did you know that in Senmaria, every cup of coffee is made with found familiar coffee beans? That's canon. In Senmaria, every cup of coffee is good coffee because it's made with love by Found Familiar. Did you know that every bag of Found Familiar coffee features artwork from incredible members of the tabletop gaming community? That's canon. Each blend and roast of Found Familiar coffee features cool D&D names like Thieves' Cant, Face Step, and Pact Magic. In Senmaria, every royal meeting that Ray attends features the Cartographer's Blend, a brew of coffee made by Found Familiar in conjunction with Devon Rue. Now that's canon. Found Familiar coffee. Buy it today.
You love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium, life is so easy. Whoa, you love me to pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. Oh baby, I love your madness. It's so incredibly beautiful. Oh, you shine like gold, so selfless to all, and wild like an animal.
All right. And we are back. We return as griffins have come down and forcefully snatched up 3 members of the party. 2 volunteered afterwards, being pressured by Barbus Skivalov. You're flying and flying. And between the panic and the kind of jostling and just the ocean below, the descending sun as night begins to overtake the horizon, with the last bit of light, you see an island. Covered in like a rolling mist. Even from a great distance, it's beautiful. All of really what you can tell is just sort of the large landmass and then what looks to be a very large mountain coming up. As you get closer, closer, and closer, and closer, the griffins aren't descending. You're over the land now.
Excuse me. I think we need to be let down a little lower. Do you speak common?
I'll cast Speak with Animals. Hey, bird brain. Can you let us down? This is where we're supposed to be.
Down?
Down. On this island, right here.
Do not tell them to drop us. Maybe a gentle?
Good point, Kat. Gently, can you let us down?
Not falling?
I can fly, but the rest of my friends can't.
Where are they taking us anyway?
We're taking you to the mountain. We'll let
The
you down
mountain?
there.
Sorry, say that one more time.
We'll let you down there.
They're gonna let us down on the mountain. Does anybody have a problem with that? Would we like to go down now?
Soon.
As you all are flying over it, there is sort of this odd, very light purple mist. The trees that you see are similar to Somerset, those deep emeralds and rich ruby, but there's much more openings in this portion that you're flying over. They're clear pastures. The trees are strange in this area, though. Ultimately, you would probably recognize that these look like orchards being arranged. As you get, go ahead.
I was wondering, could Altamir make a Arcana check to see if he knows what this mist is or something?
You can, sure.
Dirty 20.
Not sure.
Okay.
It's strange. It's a strange time of day. It's just kind of odd. As you get closer to the mountain, though, it becomes clear that this is not a mountain.
Cool.
No, this is a building. The structure looks like very jagged and mountainous, like you'd expect, but this is definitely not natural.
Is it made of brick or stone or
Stone.
Is it chiseled, or does it have markings in it, or is it
You're not that close to it, but you can tell this is a building.
I throw up on it.
You're not that close to it, but you can tell it's a building.
pretty strange, and I'd also like to get down as soon as possible. How tall is this mountain? Or this building?
Huge. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of feet tall.
And they're taking us to the top, presumably?
They're taking you to it.
You might say it's mountainous.
As you approach, the architecture is beautiful. If you weren't maybe approaching in such a jostled, kind of violent manner, you might actually be able to enjoy it. But they're flying, they've descended slightly, and they're flying sort of straight at the mountain.
Shit, they're gonna drop us.
Hey, I said gently down.
You land, and they just
Look,
throw you forward. As you're flying towards the mountain, you realize they are throwing you at a window that is open.
I brace.
One after another, you land and tumble. Dexterity saves.
Great.
I'm sending my werewolves after you, bird brains.
26.
As I fly through the window.
I got
13.
a
23.
3.
Anybody above a 20, you still like skid and tumble a bit, but you're fine. Cat, you do not make it back to your feet. You hit and roll, and it's very disorienting. You're not sure which way is up. It's just very strange.
I definitely did not. Honestly, I probably would have activated my pack so that I could get. Nope, that's not a thing I can do, is it? Nope. Nope.
Not with a save.
Nope.
I am
right. So that's a 10.
Oof. So you two kind of tumble and falling, sort of find yourself just on your back.
Oh, I was too busy yelling at them.
Yeah, me too, right? For the 13.
As you all are trying to regain your senses, suddenly these purple bubbles come up around each of you. What is the meaning of this?
Well, hello. We'd like to make our entrances known. Who do we have the pleasure of speaking to?
You look over, and the man is dressed. Let's see, let me pull up my reference, because for some reason I do not have it. In sort of these bright yellow robes. My name is unimportant. You are trespassing. How did you even get here?
Oh, I'm sure your name is very important to you.
I do apologize. We were in need of flying over to this island, and
he holds up his hand and kind of closes it in, and the bubbles start to shrink around.
I am Altamir. These are my companions, and we come in peace. We are looking for a vagabond who has made off with something that is not his.
Vagabond?
Some things, 2 things, I think.
Yes, multiple, I suppose.
Speak more clearly.
His
Get to
name?
the point.
Ingramar here and I.
He's got the spear of bitter mercy and aims to do trouble with it.
And a
if we
fancy
don't find it.
stick.
We're here to take these items and
And a
destroy him.
twig.
The root of Mundus.
He opens back up his hand, and the bubbles expand slightly.
I'm still on my back.
These are some interesting claims.
Aren't they, though? We thought so.
You arrive here, and he looks out the window. A griffin?
Yeah, surprise to us just as much as it was to you.
Had many assassins and assailants come through here before. Name one reason why I should believe you.
If we were assassins, we were not fling ourselves bodily through the window.
Be shit assassins.
If I were here to assassinate you, you would not know we were here.
That one's got a point.
Look, you have a very beautiful island, it looks like. We know you are busy doing your own things, and we don't. I'm sorry, I do not feel very well. It's fine. We do not want to take up much of your time, but we don't think that you probably want this person around any more than anyone else seems to have wanted them. We just want to get them and the things and leave. No offense, but you don't seem to want us here either, so we just want
No,
to
I
go.
do not.
See, we just want to go, but also with this bad man.
This way. And he motions, and the bubbles just float and bring you with them.
Ugh.
If you could show me how to do that, though, that'd be really cool.
If you were capable of doing that, you'd already be in the order.
There are people that are not found yet, surely.
Not any that deserve to be in the order.
Well, aren't we all? Wait.
You seem quite sure of the order.
He just keeps walking down the corridor. The interior of this mountainous temple is both confusing and impressive. It is decorated, but all of the decoration seems to be functional in some way. Whether it's these large runic circles or these particular sconces giving off different kinds of light. Much like the man you've been speaking to, it is intentional and mysterious. He floats you all into this open court. He sets you down and he releases the bubbles. About 10 more of these mages appear.
I will cautiously stand up.
Alt will gather his kind of self and will immediately, in the most grandiose of bows, will attempt to curry favor with them as just kind of a respectful bow without saying anything.
We do apologize for the sudden intrusion.
Ragnar will try and make a motion of respect and then sort of like brace her hands on her knees and take a few deep breaths before straightening back up.
We did plan on coming in a less grandiose and uncertain manner of travel. But opportunities that hastened to catch up with our quarry were presented to us.
We believe you are earnest in what you say.
I hear a but.
Nothing you say before the word but matters.
Things you are claiming cannot be.
Oh, and why is that exactly?
Because we're someone to have the Spear of Bitter Mercy and the Root of Mundus. Either something grand or something terrible would have already happened.
I believe it's going to be the terrible one if we're not fast enough.
Well, the real question is something need to be done when they're in the presence of each other, or is it automatic?
Spear of Bitter Mercy is an ancient Daedric artifact. The Root of Mundus is an ancient Aedric artifact. The two powers together, it's hard to say what it would accomplish. And there's some things we could certainly do. But this here and I don't know of them.
Perhaps that's why they are here. If they were to know that your order were so keen on these mystical objects, perhaps they sought you out in order to complete this strange and potentially terrible ritual.
Or you could be in danger. multiple people have already been killed. The Cannon Reef in Skywatch is very publicly dead. The Spriggan matron was viciously attacked. The rest of the Hiranai family, I believe. I'm sorry. I'm just going to sit down for one moment. And she's just gonna sit on the floor.
I'll hand you my water skin.
Thank you. Yeah. So I realize in and of themselves, they are not so great with a capital G or a capital T terrible. But there's, a lot of things that are kind of adding up. Also, like, his family was killed near an altar, right? Yeah, I did not make up that horrible scene.
Definitely
Yes.
an altar to
Definitely real.
Before, well, Tyros,
Yes.
you know of this Hiranai man. If what these monks say is true, having them together could be very dangerous. Perhaps it's on. Maybe they're
You
each being
speak of an
held.
altar?
Yes, it was an altar to a specific Daedra, one you might have heard of before. Just a nice little name, Mehrunes Dagon. Ring any bells?
They all sort of look between each other. You think they're talking to each other, but you're just hearing these murmurs.
We do not... Go for it.
Are you found bodies near an altar? What's...
There was a blade on the altar as well.
Oh yeah, like the knife.
Did it seem like it had been used?
Yeah.
Sure did. Didn't take it, didn't trust it.
That is probably the best decision we've heard of you making.
Yeah, we have sort of a record of. Anyway, yeah, and weren't there some marks? Didn't someone have like foot scorch marks? No, am I making okay?
If that's
No,
what
that-
you
behind-
found,
That was there.
Yeah.
That was there.
So hard to say what exactly he is up to. Doesn't seem good though. Sort of seems very bad. And it doesn't sound like maybe you are a fan of these very bad things happening. Hopefully, otherwise we are in great trouble. So why would it be impossible for him to be here?
Well, travel here is strictly forbidden.
Yeah, I mean, okay, there's 5 of us who are
We
here.
heard.
We
Yes,
got
we're
here.
still very curious as to how you did that.
Well, okay.
Honestly, not entirely sure ourselves, frankly.
I think we were
I'm
bamboozled
myself.
into an agreement we didn't 100% approve
Hmm.
of.
Shocked.
The point though is we are here, and say we had landed somewhere else, not in your sitting room, would you necessarily have known?
Probably. We are
That is
very
nothing.
in tune with our home.
We were led here by the Spriggan matron, who had scars herself of being attacked by this Hiranai, and she mentioned that she still detected him far off the southwest coast, and that is why we are here.
She detected the spear specifically. Now, whether or not the man and the root, the twig or whatever is attached to it is another story. But at least the spear that I'm looking for is here.
Frankly, the quicker we find him and their items, the quicker we're out of your hair. not keen on staying on an island that can disappear off from beneath my feet.
You all feel an energy sort of wash over you. It's not visible, but you can feel it like pressing against you. You can make a wisdom saving throw.
All of
Cat,
us?
yes, Cat, this is a familiar sensation.
Familiar to the point where I might have an idea on what it is. I fail.
Familiar as in yesterday you had the same thing?
Thought so. I fail.
Okay.
I probably also failed because I got an 11.
I rolled an 18.
You also fail. You fail.
I got a dirty 20.
You succeed.
It's usually nice to ask permission first.
Usually
People aren't usually willing to be honest. You all seem to be, though. Say once more. Not you, blooded one.
Blooded one?
What the heck does that mean?
Who
Alt,
are
you
you
okay?
hunting?
Who are they addressing?
Everyone else but you.
What's his name, Tyrell? Who are we hunting?
Angramar here and I.
That one.
Oldest of the
This is a zone of truth thing, or is what is?
Yeah.
Oh, so I can't lie. Okay.
And the spear,
Bitter Mercy.
a spear of bitter mercy, and the root of mundus. That is all we want, and to not be here anymore. No offense. It's very nice.
We will allow you to walk the aisle. You have a few hours, and then we will send you back, and you will never return.
Oh, I was just getting cozy too. But if you insist.
Go. How big is the island?
Not massive. It's the smallest of the three for sure. It's gonna take definitely more than a few hours based on what you know of it.
Well, it's hardly enough time to find our quarry.
If your order is so renowned in the art of magic, then surely you wouldn't be afraid to assist us with some sort of surveillance or perhaps an escort to make our search more efficient. After all, I'm sure that you would like to know just as much as us if there was an intruder on your grounds.
Especially one with two very powerful artifacts.
They appear to be considering this point. When from above, crashing through a window, is a man clad in black, wielding a spear. He lands in the center.
Do these mages seem to be alarmed?
They all, and you see wards come up, you see flames and electricity and frost all suddenly start to materialize.
I take that back. It was much easier than we thought it was going to be.
I am here for the egg. Give it to me, and I'll let you keep your precious island.
I want to take an item out of my bag.
Yeah, can we cast spells and stuff?
Before you all are able to, the monks release a torrent of magic. You see these white waves of energy wash over them as wards come up to protect themselves. Icicles and lightning bolts and fireballs and streams of energy burst from them, all bearing down on who you assume is Angramar here and I. As the magic begins to converge on him, he holds up this large, twisted piece of wood and waves it, and the magic dissipates. The root glows a deep green color, and he seems to grow a bit. That was a poor decision. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh, shit!
Son of a bitch.
I'm gonna use one of my auto crits.
To get a 20 on initiative.
Yeah, because my initiative's always gonna be shit.
That's fair.
I got 25.
19.
I should probably write these down, should I?
You might
Probably.
want to keep track.
Nah.
7.
Okay, Alt.
I got a 7.
Oof. Aoife.
19.
Hero.
20.
Cat.
Crit. So 20. Just flat.
Oh, you're a no dex fighter.
It was that or a 3.
Fair. Fair. And Ragna.
25.
Okay. I should probably roll for the other people.
Please do.
That's hilarious. I mean, it makes sense, I guess.
As this is all happening and we see the magic get dissipated by the root of Mundus, someone take care of that stick. Get it away from him.
Also, it's worth noting, you said that we did see the spear on his back or something?
His hand. It's in his other hand.
In his other hand.
The
Okay.
root is in his right hand. The spear is in the left.
Gotcha.
Okay. Ragna, you're up.
Do I still get my cheeses as a bonus action?
Sure.
I would like to quickly go. How far away from me is he?
He's about 15 feet from you. This whole room is only about 40, 50 feet.
Okay. I would like to get closer to Evol, not closer to him. And I would like to stack my cheeses with the very nice new cheese on top. And I would like to kind of pat it and just say, "Hello, Mr. Prince the Sheogorath. I don't know if you can hear me, but if we could get a little help, that would be super great. I would not mind owing you a favor, but I hope you enjoy these cheeses anyway. And if you don't come to help, that's okay. But please do eat the cheeses because I would hate for them to go to waste. Okay, thank you.
What the fuck, Ragna?
What? That's a lot of cheese for one person. You did not think that I was just...
I'm going to roll percentile.
Okay. You told me to get this. You told me to get the root. That is what you said. You said somebody get the root.
Why are you trying to summon a Daedric Prince?
He was nice. Comparatively, we have had worse times.
Okay.
Oh my god, why? I love you so much.
What the heck?
Eva and Ragna. Oh, goat, your face. Your fucking face.
I'm scared.
I need to
I
know
don't know if
this.
that's good or bad.
I need to know this result, please.
I'm scared.
Eva.
Ragna.
Oh no, this is both. Shagorath could talk to you out of character too.
Sounds right.
Yeah, hi, hello.
Move him a little closer for inspiration here. You hear a voice.
Oh, that is not the first time. Oh.
To be one moment. And you look down. And there is a bite out of every wheel of cheese.
Oh, I do hope you enjoyed them.
Eva. You can use an action as many times as you'd like. You feel that this is what you need to do.
Okay.
To take a cheese wheel and throw it. And
Okay.
something will happen.
I would like to take my action to throw a cheese wheel.
Holy shit.
Where do you throw it?
Towards Aaron and I.
Action
Agromar.
search. Action search.
Pray to a god of madness and then yeet. Okay. Just for fun, make a ranged attack roll. Do not add your proficiency bonus, though. You can make this a strength or dexterity.
Okay. 18.
Because rules for cheese throwing are a thing. I need to
Rules
know,
for
apparently.
Shio don't exist.
Sure. Would you like to roll another percentile?
I never want to roll percentile, but yes, I will if that is.
So that was less of a question, more. Hey, go ahead and roll percentile.
Yes. 94.
Okay.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
Okay. As the cheese wheel is flying through the air, you picked one of the cheddars. And as it's tumbling over end, it seems to be getting shiny and metallic.
You like pretty things.
And right before it's going to hit Angramar, who doesn't seem to have noticed the cheese wheel is flying his back, it bursts outward. But instead of an explosion, it simply takes on a new form. And a woman clad in golden armor with a large golden shield and long sword stands at the ready.
Oh my gosh, my weakness.
You
I
five
would like
fucking disaster. This is the both of you.
May called out.
Am
May
I wrong?
No. May I please action search and yeet another veal of cheese?
Make another percentile roll.
57.
Okay, that one's gonna be more fun. Hang on a second. Sorry, I have to add the Golden Saint to the initiative board. 57, you say? Okay.
Yes, please.
It's just amazing that I had this already, because why did I think one of you was going to do this?
This was your idea.
You're the one who gave her a list of conspiracy theories. This is
Yup.
your fault.
I forgot about this one entirely.
I know you did.
Okay. So as you throw this wheel of cheese, you're throwing it at him again?
Not where the nice lady is, but maybe more towards like the side, like next to him if I can.
The wheel is about to land next to him when suddenly you feel pulled. And when the wheel hits the ground, you stand where it was. And the wheel of cheese is now where you were.
Oh. Well. Okay, that means I still have a veal of cheese though, and uh-oh. Oh, but I have my movement, right? I would like to. Do I still have my movement? What's my movement?
You can still
I'd
move,
like
yeah.
to go. I would like to scamper as far back as I can.
You are within 5 feet of him when this happens.
I would like
Just to be clear.
I would, yes. I would definitely be. I won't then. I will make sure I am Nope, I still have my bow, so I will just stand, I guess. And hi, nice lady. I hope we are friends. But I did not make a huge mistake.
She just kind of looks at you and sneers a bit.
Okay, well.
Cat, it's your turn.
That's fine.
Actually, Cat, Tiro, you guys have the same initiative, so whoever wants to go can go.
You can go. We know what I'm gonna do.
I do know what you're gonna do. Oh, shit. I guess I will definitely get up to him. And I want to pull out of my bag a pair of shackles and try to put them on him.
Make a grapple test. So
Athletic
strength
check.
or dexterity. Yeah,
It's an athletic
athletics.
check for me,
Yeah.
and he gets to make an athletics or acrobatics. And I can use... That is a dirty 20 for the first one, and I can do it on each attack, I believe.
He got a 23.
I'd like to use a second action to try part of my attack.
Go forward with these manacles, and you try to snap his hands, which are kind of far apart. But being the number of things that just happened behind him, he's now a bit more aware of everyone in the room.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes into a defensive stance, and it seems to open up a good opportunity for you to try again as his wrists are closer this time.
I will
So
do
go
it.
ahead
I
and-
will attempt again. Oh, that's a 19. It's lower.
24.
All right, I'm gonna do it one last time, but I'm not gonna screw around, and I'm just gonna use an auto crit.
Okay, well, he still gets to roll
That's
to
fair.
see
That's
if he gets a crit.
It's a 31 for the total, just FYI.
Okay. He does not get a crit. All right. You managed to get the manacles on him.
And you know what these manacles are.
I know what they are. Remind me, though.
They are dimensional shackles.
Hmm.
So, dimensional shackles. They are regular manacles, and they prevent any creature bound by them from using any method of extra-dimensional movement, including teleportation or travel to a different plane of existence. They also are regular manacles.
Does he still have the root and the spear in the hands, just
Yep.
shackled?
I would like to use an action surge to...
You get. Oh yeah, you're level 17. Duh. Anyway, I'm sorry. Continue.
I use my action surge, and I would like to wrestle the spear and root out of his hands.
That's going to be another grapple test.
Sure. Is he have any because he's shackled?
Make your test.
Okay, that's better. 24.
26.
Okay.
You rolled really well with disadvantage.
Well, I still have 2 more attacks. Does that count?
You get another action,
Oh, okay. Do you
so
count?
you have 1 more attack.
I have 3 attacks at level 17.
Because you can use your action to make 2 attacks and then your bonus action, right? Is
It's-
that the way that works?
I have an action, and part of an attack action is 3 attacks.
Is it? Shit, fighters are OP as hell.
Yeah, Eldon agrees.
So, I'm gonna try and do another grapple check.
No, you don't get the 3rd extra attack until 20th level.
Mine
I'll use.
says attacks per action.
You get 4
Yeah, I would
at
get.
20th level.
Not according
Unless
to
it depends on what kind of
D
fighter you
and
are.
D Beyond.
I have.
D&D Beyond, extra attack for a fighter. At 20th level, you can attack 4 times instead of 3. That is a very deceptive way they do their
Yep,
thing.
extra attack. You have attack 3 times when you take the attack action off.
All right,
your
yeah,
turn.
yeah. My bad. The way they do it on the table is extra attack
Okay.
1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Because when you get them, but not what they mean. So that's what got me.
Because you've already got.
Right. 29.
I got an
Come on.
18.
Come on!
You have the spear.
Can I have gone for the root first?
Oh yeah, sure. You have the root.
I want to go for the root first because that dispels some kind of magic.
Sure.
And then I'll use my last one to try to get the spear. 27.
He hangs on to the spear.
Okay. I would like to use my 15 feet, because you said he was 15 feet away, to back up. with the
Okay.
the root.
He is going to use his reaction
That's fine.
to attack you. 26.
Yeah, that hits. It's fine.
Why do I not have the spear stats up? That was very silly of me. Sorry, it unfortunately matters. Otherwise, I'd just make something up. Thankfully, I name everything very particularly. Here we go. Yep, okay. So you take...
And our inspiring temporary hit points are still there, right?
Yes. Yes, they are.
Perfect.
How much was it extra? 17?
18.
18.
Okay. So you take...
A lot.
Yeah, not a lot. I mean, some. You take 17 piercing damage.
Okay.
As the spear juts forward, he sort of catches you on the hip a little bit. Takes a little bit of damage. That's it.
Okay. I'm okay.
Okay.
Anyway.
Tyrell.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to flank the fucker.
Okay.
Go murder daddy on his ass.
And I'd like to stab him.
Make your attack.
Do I get bonuses for flanking with Ragna and the Golden Saint?
I mean, you
What?
you have advantage already.
Okay.
So.
Plop.
Sure, I'll give you the +2. Why not?
That's 27 to hit.
That will hit.
That's gonna do... Ew. That plus...
Are you sneak attacking?
Uh-huh.
I figured, but just wanted to verify.
I'm just trying to do math. Holy shit. Okay. And then... Where's it at? Where's it at? Oh, yep. That's 39 points of damage.
Okay. You're stabbing him, yes?
Uh-huh.
All right. You take out your dagger and you stab into him. You catch him in the shoulder. And as you do, out of the corner of your eye, you see the spear glow red. You take half that damage.
Shit. 39, so that's 19. So.
Is that the end of your turn?
Uh-uh.
Okay.
No. No, what? No. Hang on. I'm trying to... 0. And then there. Apply changes. Okay, now I've got my health right. Okay. Bonus action. I will disengage and back away.
Okay. As the damage seems to crawl back to you, he has a moment of distraction as he's trying to fidget with these manacles, and you manage to take that opportunity to get out of his reach. At the end of your turn, he's going to use a legendary action.
Mm-hmm.
Do the manacles have a DC to break or anything like that listed on their sheet? Or escape from?
Yes. It is a DC 30. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, you said these were a rare item in Elder Scrolls, and if I was gonna fucking take them. It's a DC 30 Strength Athletics check.
Hey.
Can he not make it?
Sheet. Oh, you know what? He can, because he is bigger than normal. So he gets a small bonus to these sorts of checks.
Damn it.
So if he rolls exceptionally well, he can.
What do you get? Go.
No, there's a second die that has to be rolled with it. And I dropped that die. Okay, so 29. Close. Craftier than I would have thought. I've known a bunch of bumbling morons would be more well prepared than the monks.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
Aoife, it's your turn.
Right, yeah. So I sort of extend one of my claws and there's a red glow around him, not too dissimilar from the spear, as he is hexed by yours truly for my bonus action. And there's so many, I have so many things that I can do at this moment for my main part of the action. But what I'm going to do, at least to begin with, is hit him with the power of my prince in that sort of red tree lightning kind of eldritch blasty sort of thing.
Make those rolls.
Alrighty, and I get to do, I think I actually get to do 4 of those now, if I remember correctly.
It's several. Because y'all are level 17.
Oh, it's 4 at 17, isn't that nice? I'm just gonna roll all 4 dice at this moment. That, dear friend, I believe is mine, and I will get it back. Oh, those are some fun numbers there. We have a, let's see, starting from the lowest going up. The lowest is a 19.
Okay.
Then we have a 26. Then we have a 28. And then we have what is a natural 20.
Oh, okay. These are the attack rolls. For some reason in my head I was thinking you were calling out damage. Yeah.
Those are the attack rolls.
The
lowest was 19.
The 19 does not hit.
Okay.
The rest of them do.
3 of the 4 hit. And let's see. We're going to roll everything except I'm going to roll the first 2 without the critical first. Or is math. Oh, those are pretty good. That's 7 plus 5 is 12 plus, I believe, 6 because of the curse gets an extra 6 damage. So that's 18 on the first one. Yes. 7. No, yes. 7 plus 5 plus 6. Yes, 18. And then 16 on the second. And then for the critical, we have... Math is fun. Play D&D. There we go. I forget damage. Double the... Roll 2 dice or double the or double 1.
Tyrell, you got a crit recently. What did we do with that?
Double the dice.
Yeah, double the dice.
Perfect. Okay.
Because it's more fun. Damn click-clacky boys.
Well, they were the same number anyway, so that's fine. Which is 6 plus 5 is 11, plus another 6.
17.
17.
So what was the total damage?
17 plus 18 plus... What was that other one? 6 plus 17? 5 plus... No, sorry. 17 plus 18 plus 16.
is 51.
Yes.
These various red streaking tree branch lightning blasts streak into him. As they do, his spear glows red.
Mm-hmm.
You take 25 points of damage.
Uh-huh. Great. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that back right quick.
I see here Scene sent one of his dogs finally. Is that the end of your turn?
Bonus action was the curse action. I'm going to stay where I am for the moment, which is not within melee range of him.
Okay. At the end of your turn, he's going to take a legendary action.
Oh, of course he is.
Ooh.
I don't like that.
31.
Oh, nah, that doesn't hit. No.
Nope, that's not what he was doing.
Nope. Well, they break and are no longer usable. I could take those out of my inventory.
For reference purposes, he had to roll a 19 or above to do that, and he rolled a 19.
I can just...
So it was very unlikely.
Goodbye, Dimensional Shackles. You are off my inventory now.
We'll see.
Well,
magic items work a little bit differently in Elder Scrolls. So
okay.
we'll talk about that, assuming we get through this fight.
Fair.
That is better. And he flips the spear around and throws it at Cat.
Of course he does. Cool.
Does a 28 hit you?
Yeah.
All right. You take 23 piercing damage as a spear rips into your shoulder. And as it does, it seems to draw him to it. And he's right in front of you, holding the spear.
I'm holding on to it with my hand. I'm grabbing it.
Let's see.
Can I use my reaction to unleash a powerful force of my birth sign at him, please?
Get opportunity attacks?
It is a reaction.
He teleported. He did not move.
Yeah.
Well, he still takes whatever level 17 plus 6 is, so a 23 psychic damage.
Okay. Which one is your sign again?
The tower.
As the spear digs into your arm, the resolve that has carried you so far in life flares up. You're not going down this easily. And as he appears in front of you, your overwhelming will pushes against him. The spear starts to glow red. You take 11 psychic damage.
Yep.
That will bring us to the Saint's turn. Famania! And she runs and charges. And rolls pretty well. He rolls better, so she doesn't knock him over. But she rams into him with her shield and goes and stabs over with the sword, which hits. She pulls it back and then brings it up for a second slash, which is gonna miss. And then as she brings up that second slash, she'll spin around and stab behind her head, keeping her shield in front of her the entire time, and that's a crit. So 2 of them hit, and 1 is a crit. So this is for the hit. 7, 14, 22, and then the crit is 15, 16. Oh yeah, the double dice thing worked out way better for this. 16, 23, 39, 58 damage total. As this saint is displaying incredible battle power. The spear begins to glow red, and you can see her wince a bit. It's Angrimar's turn. Well, this has certainly been fun, but I came here for a reason. He slams the spear into the ground, and rocks seem to pull out of the walls, crumbling the structure slightly as they they pile together next to him. And out from the spear, a blue lightning descends into the ground and raises them up, and it forms a similar being to when you first encountered him, but this time much larger.
Right.
Now then, and he goes after Cat.
It's fair. Fair.
Yep. Let's see, 28.
Yep.
And then he's going to try to get his branch back because he's a little annoyed that you did that.
I already
So,
told him
go
what he
ahead
can
and-
do with himself, so.
Go ahead and make that athletics roll. All his damage.
Oh, shit. I rolled a nat 1. No. But I'm gonna use my crit. Because I'm not letting him have this back.
Okay, all right. He slashes across you with the spear. You take 29 points of piercing damage. And he reaches and he grabs at the root, and it's in his grasp, but you manage to twist slightly as you're trying to pull back from the pain and pull it out of his hand. You will be giving that back to me.
Over my fucking dead body.
That is where we're going to call tonight's session. We'll pick up next week to see just how this battle plays out. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. This has been a lot of fun. We actually got a bit further than I thought we were going to, which is fun.
New and different for us.
Yeah, we actually got somewhere.
So, who wants to go first?
Hi, I'm Dan. You can find me everywhere on the internet as Dan Rand. Here on this channel every Friday night with these beautiful people. And then on this very same channel on Monday nights with other beautiful people playing D&D both times. Isn't that crazy? Also find me on my own channel, twitch.tv/Dan Rand sometimes. And I love you.
What's your favorite part of the session?
Oh, the actual Angramore showing up. That was fun.
Yeah, I figured that was going to be your favorite part. And Eva, go.
Me or Eva?
Eva, calling on
Okay.
players.
Sorry. One of these days. Hi, I'm Eva. You can find me on most places of the internet at the Eva series. Can't say it right anymore. I also stream on my own channel much more frequently than I used to. It's kind of a real thing at this point. Snug a pet if you have one. I will be snugging my pets shortly. So yes.
Marlo.
And Marlo Bashir. And my favorite part was oh gosh, I had a lot tonight. Probably getting to use the cheese, honestly. Yeah. That was a long time coming.
Luke.
Hey everyone, my name's Luke. You can find me on Twitter at Dr. Petrichor. You can find me in the Open for Adventure Discord as Dr. Petrichor. And I make video game cinematics in my daytime. And otherwise, I try to be involved with this wonderful group of people. You can find me here on Fridays. And then also next week on Thursday will be my streaming debut as a DM, where I will be running a one-shot called Lost Tales of the Lizuku, The Tainted Oasis. So check in here at 7 p.m. CDT to check in on that.
Hype.
And let's see, my favorite part of the session is definitely just like painting the picture of like really powerful mages in this super mountain place, the Angramar jumping in and making this dramatic entrance. A big fight about to erupt, and Ragna's stacking cheese in the corner. That's my favorite part.
I'm so glad
Also,
you did it.
you get bonus for a dope ass name on your one shot.
Oh, thank you.
Mare.
Hi, I'm Mare. You can find me on Twitter at Archmage of Dice. You can find me here on Fridays, which you already know because you're watching us right now, starting at 6 p.m. CDT. And I have a one-shot on Sunday, August 30th, starting at 10 a.m. CDT, where bunch of our lovely players are going to be witches at a witch academy, and it's going to be cute and wholesome as fuck. It's going to be great. My favorite part is watching Ragna and Eva be a disaster when the woman showed up. It was great. I'm sorry for calling you out, friend.
Me then, right? Yes.
Yep.
And the last one. Hi everybody, I'm Jordan, aka the Lady Dame, and that you can find me pretty much everywhere on the internet at the Lady Dame. Let's see. I'm here on Fridays. I am also streaming on my own channel for sure on Tuesdays and Saturdays. I'm still working out the other day, but Tuesdays I play cute, ridiculous indie games, and Saturdays I read all sorts of things. I will tell you a bedtime story. Right now I'm reading about a series of books about certain shapeshifters and aliens and stuff. That's been really fun. My personal favorite part of the session, there was a lot. This was super, super fun. Probably talking. I really love our new deal making friends, who are definitely not at all suspicious or strange. I enjoyed that quite a bit. Also griffins, because I'm here for griffins all the time. That's me.
And I am Goat. You can find me in various places on the internet at Mayanestro. It can be found here on Fridays. We're running this little fun thing for a couple more weeks at least. And you can also find me next week, Wednesday, playing in the Iron Battalion one-shot, run by our very own Kate Kestra Pale Ale.
The very pale ale.
The very pale ale, that's true. My favorite part about the session was probably y'all not realizing corruption had happened when it happened.
Except for me.
Except for the person running tech.
It was great. I was waiting for everyone to notice.
Yeah, that was funny because they was like, wait, which part?
Thank you, Twitch chat, for pointing it out.
Yeah. Please, if you enjoy what you see here, check out our other shows. A few of them have been mentioned. We have Sunday or concurrent games. The schedule is in the chat, but concurrent games, Sunday at 3 for the Sunday Friends, Monday at 6:30 for Fate's Chosen. We have Modern Gods, which is a pretty dope new game that started. It's Tuesdays at 6:30. Next week we have the Iron Battalion. We have something on Thursday.
That's mine.
Oh, Luke, right,
Yep.
Okay. And then Saturday, our very own Josh will be running a
Dark Matter.
That's
Dark
tomorrow.
Matter.
It starts.
Starting tomorrow.
That's tomorrow? Oh, geez. I thought
Yeah.
this was next week.
Yeah.
Starting tomorrow, so tune into that tomorrow. It's a lot of
Yeah.
fun. It's a neat system, and Josh is just a wonderful DM and player.
And that cast is dope.
It's awesome. And also, fun fact, starting tomorrow, we have games almost every single day from Saturday to Saturday, except for Monday, which is Fate's Chosen.
Fate's
taking a
Chosen,
break.
yeah, is taking a break for 2 weeks.
Yep.
Hype.
Hype indeed.
Break hype.
14 days, I think we have 12 games. It's kind of
Yeah.
just a lot.
It's crazy.
So a lot's happening on this channel. Join our Discord. It's a lot of fun. It's just a great place to be. Follow us on Twitter at open4adventure. And
Warm
you guys
fuzzies.
Be safe, and especially be safe the following people.
Well, let's get this started. We have our warm fuzzies. Our first one up is Belchavez.
The original
OG.
over eBay. OG
We have
over eBay.
Christina.
Christina.
We have Guildmaster Seth.
Hey,
Seth.
Seth.
We have Quincy.
Quincy.
We have Andrew, Fellowship of the Tables, the Bay of
Gifts.
Gifts.
The Wiki
Wiki
God.
Mancer.
Wiki God as well. So many titles.
Wikimancer.
Then we have Gamer Live.
Gamer Live with a 3 and a 1 in the lead speak.
And lastly, but certainly not least, we have PJ Patrick.
PJ.
Thank you all.
Thank you to our Warm Fuzzies supporting our Patreon. It's big.
Love you.
Check out our Patreon. It helps us out. Check out our sponsors. They're all great people. And be safe this week. You guys have a wonderful time. Bye.